time to ask some more hard hitting questions because the people are going to ask you anyway. So I got Clean Maker versus Bead Maker 2.0. Is Clean Maker, is it worth doing? What are y'all thoughts on it? And are we ever going to get the infamous Bead Maker 2.0?
So, last part of your question, no. I can pretty much promise you that there will never be a product called Bead Maker 2.0.
It may not be called 2.0.
Right. Yeah, that's not to say
Right.
that. Well, here's the deal. Bead Maker is great, right? And so I think for me, and I'm just speaking for me, not really PNS right now, but if I was pushing for something, I don't want Bead Maker changed. I think Bead Maker is really great. And I think that you have to keep it in its space that it was developed to be in. And we can't expect it to be something that it was never meant to be. So when you keep Bead Maker in its own space, it's a really fantastic product. Now, that's not to say that PNS won't come out with another product, or that maybe they wouldn't tweak Bead Maker a little bit, maybe to, because you can always improve a product, right? And Dave does that all the time. Yeah. Now, would we change the name and call it 2.0? Probably no. I'm not a fan of that name.
Yeah.
And so many people have said that it's coming out that now it's like this.
It's crazy.
So, if I have any input on it, it would never be called that, and we would never change the name.
I'm pretty sure it's a group idea or consensus that it's not going to happen.
It's not going to happen.
There you go.
But Bead Maker is still my favorite product. I think it's really great. So, but then Clean Maker, I love that. I think that's hilarious. So I did personally, I put off using that for quite a while. Wow, there's a vacuum running by itself. So I put off using it for a while, and not for any reason, just, I would get doing what I was doing. I would forget. And then I finally did try it, and I really like it. I really enjoy it. So I do use it, and, I'm one of those troublesome detailers that mixes stuff on my own a lot. And we just got a low power notification. So I use it all the time, and I love it. I do think it's one of those things that where you flirt with that is if somebody doesn't mix it right or something, and then they complain about it, and you always kind of run that risk. But I think it's great. And honestly, I did have Bob try it when he was in my shop in March. I did say, you got to try this, and he was like, wow, that actually works pretty good.
the wipe off was
cool.
Yeah, the evaporation.
The wipe off's where it's at.
Yeah, like it kind of, you have Bead Maker, but it wipes off like Dream Maker, and so I think it's great. I don't know that, I've talked to Dave about it, and he says he understands why that works.
I bet.
Yeah. So, it's kind of one of those things where, you can play around with it. I don't think anybody can hurt anything with it. But yeah, I use it. Love it. I have like a custom bottle with I made my own label.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
I literally, like Frankenstein, perfectly. I got labels from Hayward, and I made this perfect bottle. It says Bead Maker, Dream Maker right below it. It's pretty cool. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm
stretches out your Dream Maker.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of both products, and even I still use them both standalone all the time. Bead Maker, I still use 100% with the wash clay seal method. I use it every single day for that. I don't have any of the challenges that are out there. And just to address that, we do testing on our side, and we've done a lot of it, and so we are always trying to adapt things to, it's always ever evolving. And so that's kind of my message there is, we're always trying to be there. But the one comment about Bead Maker is we will never probably make it what it was not intended to be.
And you may never notice that it already has been tweaked over the years. As Dave has, done testing and improvements. But there has been very slight tweaks to improve it. Whether that means wipe off or body, I don't know. That's all Dave. But there have been improvements that I could notice. But
sure.
As far as an update to the product, probably not that same way. If so, it'd be something completely new.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
It's going to be a totally new product with a totally new name.
Right.
Yeah. You know, that's not
that makes sense.
They won't tweak Beadmaker, but it wouldn't change the name.
Yeah.
It'd be really silly for us as a company to change something that is doing so well.
The best-selling, the flagship best-selling product.
Yeah.
Maybe update on it would be fine, but we want to change it drastically and cause problems. You know, the dusting issue that people talk about, we've had many different types of feedback, and some people that they have that issue. We were just talking with one of our distributors, said he doesn't have that on his car, but his wife's car, he does. His car has inspiration. His wife's car has a different coating. And so there are different elements that can affect the outcome, and who knows what it'll be.
Yeah.
There you go. We will not accept any further Beadmaker 2.0 questions.
We can finally silence the Ray Company Q&A crew.
Yes.
And
I'll share it to the group. We will not accept any further questions. Yep.